Hi there! So here's the retail packaging of the newly launched Poco M8 Power. On the back here, you can see some of its key features. We'll talk about it further in this video. This is the green color with 8GB RAM, 128GB storage variant. So without further ado, let's quickly open it up. There you go. Inside here, we have the paperwork that no one reads. Then we have a black color silicone case. Oh, why isn't this green? Shouldn't this be matching with the phone? But anyway, the quality is really good. Then we have the phone itself. Oh, it's kind of light green. We'll have a look at it in just a moment. By the way, we also have a SIM ejector pin that we missed on this box. We have a USB-A to USB-C charging cable and a 45-watt charging brick. Wow. Alright, let's have a closer look at the build and design. So as you can see, we have the green color and the M8 Power is also available in orange and black. So you can pick the color of preference. Now this is more like light green, pista green, and it looks really nice, pastel. Looks very nice on the eyes as well. Now the first thing that you need to know is that it comes with a polycarbonate back and it's soft to touch, matte finish. Doesn't attract any fingerprint or smudges. Frankly, it looks really premium. When it comes to the thickness, it's 8.4 mm thin and weighs 225 grams. Now the reason that weight is because it has a 8000 mAh battery in here, which will easily last you 2 to 3 days. So that's absolutely amazing. A 45-watt charger is included in the box that will charge the phone in full in about an hour and a half, which I think is really good. Now, of course, this also supports 22.5-watt reverse charging, which means you can charge your earphones or even charge a secondary device whenever you want to. It's always handy. Then on the top is a 50 megapixel primary sensor. Further here, you can spot the IR blaster. Everyone loves it. Then we have the volume rockers and the power standby button. Towards the bottom, you have the single down-firing speaker, USB-C port, microphone, and a hybrid SIM tray that can house dual nano SIM cards or one nano SIM card, along with that an SD card that can expand storage up to 2 TB. Quick look at the camera samples. So here are some shots taken with the 50 megapixel primary sensor, and it does a pretty good job during the day. It's bright, it's clear, and the details are well captured. In fact, even at 2x, the images look really crisp. Here are some more. When it comes to video recording, you can record full HD 30 FPS video from the rear camera. It's overall quite stable and crisp. Here are some shots taken with the 8 megapixel front sensor. Captures your skin tones really well. It's bright. Also, it gets pretty wide if you want to capture group selfies. Here are some portrait shots. Also good edge detection. Hi there. So here's a video recording from the front camera of the Poco M8 Power. And though this is just an 8 megapixel camera, it's recording at full HD, 30 FPS. No 4K video recording obviously. But still, let's say that the video quality is really good. Also, the audio that you're hearing right now is being recorded from the mics of this phone. So let's also check out how the device looks with the case. And I was wrong, this is not a black case, it's actually kind of a gray case, which looks really nice when the phone is green. It kind of makes it stand out, especially that back here, and provides a good grip on all the sides. Should protect the phone really well. Also, another thing you need to know is that it comes with IP65 rating. So mild splashes and sweat should be fine. However, make sure you don't completely submerge it in water. Coming to the display, so we get a huge 6.9-inch Full HD AMOLED display with adaptive 120Hz refresh rate. Yes, buttery smooth animations, everything flows like silk. Extremely well optimized, I must say. Also, sharp, crisp details. You can see the text very easily. Color reproduction is vibrant and punchy. It's really nice. Also, bezels are really slim on all the 4 sides, which is always a plus thanks to an AMOLED display. Now, when it comes to the fingerprint scanner, we get an in-display fingerprint scanner here. Place your thumb and it unlocks. I wish it was placed a tad higher, but that's what you get. Overall, it's responsive and works really well. Then it comes with 1800 nits of peak brightness, and we briefly tested it outdoors as well. All the images and text are clearly visible, even under bright sunlight. So here's a 4K video streaming on YouTube, and it looks really nice. The content goes edge to edge. It's bright and so clear. However, keep in mind that there's no HDR support and videos will max out at full HD 60 FPS. Yes, even 4K videos will play at full HD. But I still think it's really good, clear and fun to watch. Alright, let's have a quick look at the OS and the user experience. But the first thing you'll see is that it's extremely well optimized. Not even a hint of lag or stutter. That's amazing. Then, as we dive into the settings, about phone, Come down further here to Android version, and here you can see it's running Android 16 out of the box. Now Poco promises 4 years of Android updates with 6 years of software patches, which I think is just so good. And hang on, there's more. We get HyperOS 3.0. That's the latest iteration of HyperOS, which provides very good features, and of course it's really well optimized as well. Overall it's good. However, there are going to be tons of bloatware apps like games that we don't need. However, the saving grace is that you can delete the ones that you don't need. But of course, thodi mehnat karni padegi, but the thing is you can delete the ones that you don't need. Now, coming to the performance. So as we go into the settings here, coming back in here, detailed specs, and here you can see it's running the Snapdragon 4 Gen 4 chipset, and that's really good. It's well optimized, very smooth, and does a really good job in day-to-day use. We have been testing it for a while and no problem at all. And of course, you get the LPDDR4X RAM with UFS 2.2 storage, so you don't have to worry about it at all. Talking about gaming, then we also played everyone's favorite BGMI, and though not a gaming phone, it still actually performed really good. If it comes to casual gaming, it'll work just fine. In fact, it comes with a 10,416mm square vapor cooling system. Even if you're pushing it when it comes to gaming or hardcore performance, the device won't get hot. So that's really good. And in our time of testing it, it worked just fine. If you're into casual gaming, the device will perform just fine. Alright, final thoughts. So the Poco M8 Power is basically offering everything that most people look for in a budget phone. There is a huge 8000 mAh battery, you get an AMOLED display, you get 120Hz refresh rate, you get decent performance, you get a decent camera. It's an all-rounder where it ticks most of the boxes that most people look for. It's a really easy to recommend phone. However, we don't have the price of this phone at the time of making this video, but you can expect this somewhere under 30,000, maybe 27,000, maybe a little lesser, somewhere around that. So that's something you must check out. Now the Poco M8 Power is launching on 4th of August. We share the links of all its color variants in the description. If you'd like to buy this, you should definitely check it out. So I hope this video was helpful. If there are any questions, mention them down in the comments below, and I'll be happy to answer them all. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, cheers.